Here at our film production company Views, we make a lot of different film projects, from music videos to commercials and YouTube videos. And the past few years, we made over 100 different projects, so I think we're getting pretty good at it. However, there's one aspect of the production that we can still improve, and that's the visual pre-production. Creating a storyboard, mood board, and stuff like that in pre-production will help the whole crew and team to understand the vision of the director and cinematographer. But how can we do this when we are horrible at drawing storyboards, and also we often not have budget or time to do the pre-production of storyboards? Well, we heard there's a new app out there which will make it a lot easier to do this. And since we are soon shooting a thriller scene where we need to shoot in a hurry, it would be perfect to test it out.
So now we are processing. Look at this! Look at this!
Oh.
This is the scene Morten has created.
Okay, so we can actually do proper blocking, like we can...
Yeah, we have 17 millimeters, so super wide. Now we have a moving shot.
Yeah. Oh! Nice! Storyboarding and pre-visualization are important parts of traditional filmmaking. It helps the whole crew get a better understanding of what will be filmed and the framing of it, potentially saving a lot of time on set. There are professionals out there who draw storyboards for a living. However, for our usually smaller productions, we can't afford putting that into the budget. Also, a previs, which is basically a 3D mock-up of the entire scene, will take too much time in traditional 3D software. As such, we have tried to draw our own storyboard sometimes, but it does not look good. And okay, for ourselves, we kind of understand the drawings, the storyboard, but it doesn't look very professional for a client and other crew members. We have also used Midjourney sometimes to AI generate some storyboards, which looks really good and professional, but it's difficult to get the angle exactly how you want and the consistent characters. So a couple of months ago, a company called RADiCAL contacted us with a software that they thought would be perfect for us. And they promised that this software will make the 3D visualization, the pre-visualization, a lot easier. With this easy 3D software, we can add characters, blocking, lights, everything. So, does this work? How good is it? Well, we're gonna figure out in this video by making the pre-production of a thriller scene. Okay, looking forward to see it. Is this RADiCAL?
Yeah, so this is RADiCAL. This is the interface when you load it up.
So you have tested RADiCAL a little bit already?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I just created a test scene and played around with some camera movements. It's really cool because you can play around with like Hollywood shots. You can make like a car driving and you can like not crash but like try to like come up with like really cool over-the-top Hollywood shots. It's hard to visualize otherwise.
Inside RADiCAL Canvas, which is all in your browser, you can very easily make your own scene with the included assets, or the free Sketchfab integration. Or if you're good at 3D modeling, you can of course just upload your own models. Just drag and drop stuff in there and you're ready to go. However, one thing that we thought was really cool is that you can add your own scenes using a LiDAR scan. So we went to the location with a phone and a LiDAR scan to check it out.
Okay, so this is the location down here. So this is the place we shot the music video for Thomas.
I remember.
If you remember the Aperture 1200X video we made, this was the same location. So remember to check out that video after this video. We thought that this location would be perfect for this thriller scene we're gonna make.
Thank you very much. It's very soapy here. Very soapy, what? You know, soapy slippery.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
So we brought with us the iPhone 15 Pro. We installed an app called Polycam and tried to scan the whole location with this app to get it in 3D.
Okay, so first time for me scanning a location with LiDAR. There's a lot of details here. So I wasn't sure how close should I go, how far away should I go. I made sure at least we got all the angles. So now we are processing. This is fun.
Okay, this is, I would say, very impressive because you used like 5 minutes to go through the area and scan it. And now you can see we have like, look at this, look at this. Wow. It's so great.
It's so cool.
Yeah, wow.
And here we have some default scenes that they put together, but Morten has created a scene from your LiDAR scan. So this is the scene Morten has created.
So we added the waterfall as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why you asked me for some reference photos. The scanning was so cool, and we could just put it into RADiCAL directly, but Morten wanted to do some tweaks with it, so we sent it to him. So Morten, our CEO and 3D animator, he spent about 50 minutes in Blender and added a waterfall, the bridge, and the canyon around the scene. If you don't have any 3D skills, you can of course also add models with RADiCAL, like how we added tree afterwards. We'll come back to that. Or I couldn't walk into the river, so I managed to capture everything on land and a little bit of the water because I wanted, there's like a specific shot in the script where he finds something in the water.
We can actually put in different different stuff, so we can put in our own trees if we want to.
Yeah. So either you can like scan a location and make it as it is, so you know when you come there, everyone knows how it looks in a way, where the trees are and stuff. Or you can create your own from scratch if you want to build it yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe. What should we do first?
Maybe discuss the blocking of the scene, so where Thomas is gonna enter and.
Yeah. It's very typical to, you know, you have some shots in your head and like, oh, I want to capture this and this and this, but where the character is moving is a big deal of where we're going to put the camera. So blocking is definitely something you should start doing also on set, so everyone knows where the character is moving. So it makes it easier for sound person, lighting, everything to where, so we don't get things in frame. Can we just move him around, or how do you do the blocking?
Yeah, we can just move him around like this.
Yeah.
And we can also keyframe him if we want him to like
have a movement. Yeah,
have
that's
a
great.
movement
Yeah.
as well. They actually have some built-in motion control.
What's
I'm
happening?
not sure.
Male sports boxing.
So we actually set up the GH6 as a web camera connected to the computer, so we can actually record ourselves doing a movement, walk around, and then it's gonna scan and do motion capture from the video.
Okay, so we can actually do proper blocking, like we can.
Yeah, we can make him do certain very specific things.
Okay, that's perfect. Because in a story, you know, you have certain movements that are really important for both the camera but also the story-wise, and that's nice to be able to customize yourself. I'll get Emma. Emma is always the test rabbit. Full body. Hey.
Big T-pose. Okay, yes. Boom. Okay, Emma.
You see something on the floor, you bend down and like on your knees, just touching the object, and then you pick it up while you're sitting down and looking at it. Action. And stand up. Cool. Nice. Thank you. Okay, I have the script here now. So this guy is coming to this place. It says a line, "This better be the place." He's coming into the location somewhere, and the question is where?
Yeah, I mean, this is the most natural
Yeah, down this.
entrance.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah.
Maybe have him, because he's walking and talking quite a lot, so maybe start with an intro shot, and then maybe he comes in here.
We always low depth in our shots, and now we can really see where we can place the camera to create it. In the story, he's looking for an object. So the question is, do we also want to show that he kind of finds the spot and then he finds the object? Or is he on the spot already and looking for the object? Yeah, that's just a decision we have to make. Having a 3D scan of the location and just sitting there together with a cinematographer to look at different angles, it was just, yes, now it's like bringing the location to your office. So definitely this was a good start. This was gonna be fun. So now you're adding a camera.
Yes, I'm just adding a camera so we can see it through the camera. We have 17mm, so super wide, classic, and telephoto. This is our camera. Now we're moving the camera around.
So you can already start planning what kind of lens you want to use. Of course, you do that in storyboarding, but now you can see the effect it gives in the right perspective of the location. We heard that in the future you can also type in the focal length you want, so you're not stuck with the presets, which is good. So there's going to be more updates, and that's going to be fun to see.
And then we can actually keyframe it. Now we have a moving shot.
Yeah.
And then he comes in.
Is it possible to make him turn around as well?
Yeah. It's like a slow camera move. He walks into frame, turns around.
This better be the place.
Yeah.
So in pre-production, you just have to decide how much time you want to use and what you need to focus on. Like, you can go into details now. We have the whole location and we can move the character and everything. You just have to decide what kind of shots do we need to focus on so we don't spend weeks on this. And it's very tempting to just motion capture everything. You know he's gonna walk. You don't need to see it perfectly in the character, even though you can motion capture that or add the preset from RADiCAL. It was most important for us to focus on the things that's important for the story. So now we kind of made the movement of the shot and he's moving. Is it possible to just change lens quickly now?
Yeah. If you go, if you see here, this is the camera, and then we can switch to 85, for example. So now it's an 85.
Then what happens next is he is looking for something.
We talked about doing handheld most of the time.
Yeah.
So we're pretty flexible.
Yeah.
So we can just like move in, get a quick shot of maybe like his feet as he's like walking down. I know this thing is quite slippery, or can be, since he's being like a little bit upset. He's ugh, why do I have to?
That's true. That's
here?
a good input, because he also is a bit well dressed. He doesn't fit this location, so we can play around with the contrast there. That was a good idea. Now we have him as the wide angle, then close up of the feet. I really like shots where you are following a person a little bit behind from the side, that they're a little bit mysterious. He looks around while he's talking. So we are not like in his face connecting with him that much. You can talk about the blocking while you're talking about the angles of the camera, and you can figure out these things because they are connected. And you see, I just have, I have the blocking of the scene without thinking about the cinematography. So combining this at the same time, it's very efficient and practical. The next shot is just, you see he's like searching for something while he talks. So for me, it doesn't matter that much where it is. You have some holes. Yeah. Manage to capture. I know, we can do like a creative shot through one of these. Maybe he peeks into the hole.
And then we cut to this shot.
Yeah. So I can imagine like being a cinematographer and just walk around in this 3D environment and putting up the camera in different spots. It's so much easier than to do it with that just 2D images. Oh, I have a message from Morten. He wants to join. We are in Norway right now in our studio, and Morten is in New York. He just woke up, so he's ready to join. Hello, Morten.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. We have started creating some shots. Another strength with RADiCAL is that you can collaborate in the 3D location in Canvas.
And now he's walking. It seems like he's coming from the woods and then walking into the scene.
That's right.
Yeah.
But are you able to see the first camera angle, like how it looks?
Okay, that's cool.
So together we could collaborate, we could see where he was looking. He can look at the shots we already made, look at the camera angles, give some inputs. He can add trees.
So if I want to add an asset, for example, I can add it like a tree. You see the tree here in the middle?
Yeah. Having the producer come in and look at the shots we planned and just confirm like, oh, this looks good, or it's just very cool.
And I was wondering if you guys are planning on shooting midday or what you want.
At night.
So on the left. At night, okay.
You can also change the exposure of the whole scene and make it look like more like night.
So on the left side you have environments, and you can do the exposure as well, if you want to.
Now there's not a lot of options. It probably will be more features in the future in the RADiCAL, but you can change the exposure, and you can also add lights. And what's so cool is that the light will affect, like the 3D scene will affect the light. So you will get the right shadows, and you can change the Kelvin of the light to create some moonlight. We wanted to have a moonlight, a cold moonlight mixed with a street lamp that was a bit warmer. So we could start placing them around.
So especially if we make the environment really dark.
Oh, Nice.
So yeah, you can plan where you want to put your lights.
How is it when it's backlit? If you put the light behind him and then make him a silhouette? Yeah? Can we add more lights as well? Morten, if you are the light person now. Yeah.
I added one. Do you want a fill light? I hope they add a feature to add a light without the fall off, so it can be more like the sun. So okay, so you guys feel you're ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can even show Thomas the blocking in 3D. Even now, like we can send it to him, and then he can prepare already.
Practice his walking.
Yeah.
I think it's useful for the actors as well to see the blocking maybe beforehand, so they're a bit more prepared going into the scene.
Yeah, we only have a couple of hours to shoot, so to know exactly what we're gonna do will save us a lot of time. Even now, like we can even start putting in the lights approximately to get a feeling of the lights. Like, so nice to both show Thomas as the actor, the gaffer, everyone actually, just what's gonna happen.
Yeah, what we could do for our next project is for me to just make a quick model of our equipment, like in 5 minutes, make like a lamp and some light stands and stuff. Then we can use it more as a floor plan, light planner.
Yeah. You can actually use most of RADiCAL for free, so make sure to check it out. There's a link in the description. We're definitely going to use it more here at our production company because it will help us plan everything in detail, and you will see things that you won't see by just looking at images from the set. You can use more of your creativity in pre-production and make just things more practical without needing to travel to location back all the time. In the next video coming in a couple of days, we are actually shooting the thriller scene, so make sure to subscribe, stay tuned, and comment below if you have any comments, press the like button, and also if you want to check out our new product with SmallRig, the NX Toolkit, there's also a link in the description, and see you guys soon. So, ha det bra!